Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I really do hope that you enjoy the content. I really do hope it blesses you as it blesses me. Please don't forget to like and subscribe and also share with a loved one or anybody that you feel would benefit from this content. So this is about being inspired. So the purpose of the channel is just to inspire and uplift people in real situations and just looking at life holistically, cancelling the noise around us and focusing on our mental health and well-being. I am also not promising I have all the answers. I'm just sharing things that I have gone through and the tools that have helped me to overcome and that could possibly help you too. I understand this channel is not for everyone, but if you like the content, please feel free to share and subscribe. Now sit back, relax, and I hope you enjoy. I'm going to speak about today, as a man thinketh in his heart, so is he, which is taken from Proverbs 23, verse 7. Just looking at a theory about how the mind works, and it's known as the cognitive triangle. Now, the cognitive triangle looks at the situation, then the emotions, and then the behavior towards the situation. So it kind of goes round in a triangle. Now, scripture tells us in Matthew 14, verse 24 to 33. And the boat was already a considerable distance from land, buffeted by the waves because the wind was against it. Shortly before dawn, Jesus went out to them, walking on the lake. When the disciples saw him walking on the lake, they were terrified. "It's a ghost," they said, and cried out in fear. But Jesus immediately said to them, "Take courage, it is I, don't be afraid." "Lord, if it's you," Peter replied, "tell me to come to you on the water." "Come," he said. Then Peter got down out of the boat, walked on the water and came toward Jesus. And when he saw the wind, he was afraid and beginning to sink, and cried out, "Lord, save me!" Immediately Jesus reached out his hand and caught him. "You of little faith," he said, "why did you doubt?" And when they climbed into the boat, the wind died down. Then those who were in the boat worshipped him, saying, "Truly, you are the Son of God." Now, why is that relevant? Going back to the cognitive triangle, the situation, the emotion, and the behavior of Peter we're going to look at. So the situation was Peter walked out onto the water despite the situation around him. Okay, the wind and the storms buffeting the boat, which basically means tossing the boat to and fro and hitting it on each side. His emotions at the time was telling him he can do it. He can walk on water. Okay, he was walking by faith and not by sight. And last of all, his behavior was the fact that he stepped out in faith. His behavior was walking on the water. So let me just quickly repeat. The situation was the storm, was the chaos, was the madness. Okay, that was the situation around him. But despite that situation, he still had faith. His emotions was telling him in that moment in time, I can do this. I can walk out and step out on this water. And his actions was his behavior walking on the water. Now, my question is, when storms come your way, what are your emotions telling you? What are your behaviors towards that situation? What next step has Jesus asked you to take? How are you feeling about that next step? And what will you do when storms come your way? I want to just again encourage you, as a man thinketh in his heart, so he is. And very similar to the cognitive triangle is that situations will come regardless. No weapon formed against you shall prosper. Basically means that things will come your way, but I pray that it doesn't prosper. I pray it doesn't break you. So I pray that this very small share, this content has blessed you, and I do hope and pray that it blesses others. Have a blessed day. Thank you for listening.